Bougie Show, keep it live. It's the Bougie Show, try to keep it live. We live, tell us what you wanna hear. When we turn up, you gon' turn up. Turn around and tell a friend. It's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Tell them it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn up. All around the world, you gon' hear us. Turn up. Everywhere we go, you gon' hear us. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us. Cause it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Turn up, turn up, turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear us. Turn up, turn up.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Bougie Show. I am Zay the DJ, and across from me is somebody that has carved her mark in the adult film industry. She's made her return to sit back down with the P. She's still the cutie with the nice little booty, multi-award winning performer, and she's still that bougie girl in my bougie world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the girl you wish lived next door, Miss Chloe Amour.
Hello. So happy to be back. Thank you.
I'm glad to have you back. My voice is a little cracked because I've been interviewing, and you guys just don't even want to know what. Anyhow,
my voice is raspy right
Miss
now.
Amour is in the building. Am I too loud in your ear?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm. I knew you just flew in from Vegas, Burbank, and you got here.
Yes, I made it.
Yeah, you've been.
After delay, after delay, after delay, I made it.
That's true, and you better come because we ain't coming back here.
Good thing I'm a night person, so it's all good.
Chloe, we do appreciate you flying in to conduct this interview. It's been over 2.5 years since we last spoke. The most significant change to your career since we have last seen each other in person.
There's been a lot that has happened.
Okay.
I thought you were going to give me the list, and I just responded.
Okay, all right, cool. When we last spoke in 2023, you stated to me that you recently made a return to the industry after being mentally and physically fatigued. Have you been able to now maneuver without being exhausted all across the board?
Yes.
And what did you do differently now?
So I will be honest, like when I came back hard. I had a mission. So there was kind of like close to a burnout phase coming back, shooting so much, traveling, because I was going to Florida, I was going to LA, because I do live in Vegas, but it was like spending like 2 weeks in Florida shooting doubles, so it's almost like that's like 28 scenes in 14 days, and then going to LA every month for like 2 weeks and putting in all this hard work. And then I realized, okay, I kind of need to like chill out, slow down a little bit, shorten the trips. And yeah, I mean, I'm good.
You're good.
Yes.
So were you going to Florida prior from taking a break?
Well, I mean, like with my ex, like for leisure, yes.
I'm talking about as a performer.
Prior to me coming back to the industry,
Yes.
no.
Okay. So what
I'm
made
a
you
West
decide?
Coast girl.
Yes, I know that. So
I was born in the South, but I'm a West Coast
You were born in the
girl.
South?
Yeah, I was born in the South, yes.
Which?
Texas.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yes.
right. So what made you decide to now start putting in work in South Florida?
Well, initially, it was just kind of like a natural thing to do. Because when I was recruited into the business, right, like back in my 20s, that's like what you do is you go and you work in Florida, you work for the Florida company. So since I hadn't been in the game for like 5 years, I was like, yeah, I want to go and like work in Florida. And I got to meet a lot of new people. And that's why it was such a long trip. But because I love the West Coast, I kind of limit how many times I go to the East Coast. Yeah, I was just in the East Coast for leisure. Like I actually took like a leisure trip in Miami for Miami Music Week, which was last month. So, but then people found out I was there, and I was like, no, I'm here to like, have
Chill.
fun, like not work or collaborate. But there is a lot of amazing like performers out there, so
Were you
I
shooting?
do need to do like a Florida tour.
Were you shooting with like Bang Bros and Reality Kings down there?
Yes, but that was back like in 2023.
Okay.
Let's see, because we're already in 2026. I was supposed to shoot with Bang Bros in 2024, but I wasn't feeling well because I was down there like December of 2024 during Art Basel. So I didn't do the shoot. Sorry. But yeah, I mostly shoot on the West Coast. It's just easier for me.
Did you do the bus?
I've actually never done Bang Bus. It's funny that you asked me this. Like somebody asked me about this recently.
That shit is hot though. Like
never
it's hot
done
in there. There's
the
no
Bang
like
Bus.
they have to turn the AC off, and it's Florida weather. It's humid and hot.
I mean, I remember from day well, I shouldn't say day one, but like month one, way back. Like shit, I was working in the summer in Florida. Yeah, I remember just like sweating, and because they have to turn off the AC. Like back then, things were very different. Like they used to like bring like a line of guys and like try them out, like audition them out. And so thankfully, like I was doing group shoots with girls and I was new, right? So I was like, y'all can handle that. And then whoever they decide is gonna be in the scene, then okay, then I'll join in, But it was kind of like they would try out guys. I don't know if that was like part of the scene or what. I mean, I also was with an agency that's no longer around back then. But stuff is more regulated now, too. Like, I don't think they're still doing that kind of stuff. I don't think.
Chloe Amour joining us for the second time on the Bougie Show. We are live in Los Angeles, California. A question I want to ask you, do you have to be a little bit delusional in the adult film industry to have a productive career? Like just tapping into the brand and just...
I mean, don't you have to be Delulu to make it true Lulu? Right? I see stuff like that on Instagram all the time. Like, who cares? If you seem delusional to other people, like, whatever, it's your life.
Is it delusional or is it having that imagination?
I think it's more of imagination, creativity. I mean, like, there is no limit to your success. So however much work you want to put into it, like, who cares what people think, So if people want to call you delusional, then, I mean, they don't pay my bills, so I don't care.
When Chloe Amour is on set and there's this young girl who hasn't been exposed to the world and she's just joining this industry for the first time and she just flew in from this small town, thinking it's just fun and games, do you say anything to them? Do you help them find a level of comfort in being able to perform and excel when you see that, or do you just mind your business and say, okay, I'm just going to be Chloe Amour, do what I got to do and get up out of here?
I think it's a mix of both.
Okay.
I do have, like, boundaries, right? I don't need any agents getting upset with me, like, on my back about, like, giving girls advice or anything. If new models want to ask me questions, like, I'm more than willing to go ahead and give answers. But I'm not going to overstep my boundaries or, like, go out of my way to give advice or mentor anybody. But if somebody's telling me a story and I'm like, I don't think that's right, I might make a suggestion, but I also, like, stay in my lane. I just know better.
You do stay in your lane. While preparing for your interview, I saw you speaking on a podcast about the time you arrived to a location to perform and the energy felt off. So you then went to the restroom and called your agent. Provide the audience with a detailed breakdown of the events that occurred that day and why you felt uncomfortable and didn't want to perform.
Yeah, so this was like my first 6 months in the business. The agency that I referenced.
After returning?
No. This was like back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Like my first 6 months in the business in my 20s when the agency I refer to that's apparently not around anymore. It was like, it just felt eerie. I had gotten accustomed to like bigger sets, like where there was more than one person.
Right.
And the call sheet didn't have like a website or like a male talent name or a company or none of that. They're like, oh, it's a new company. Then I show up, it's just like a standard hotel room. I'm not judging, but it's like a standard hotel room. It's kind of dark in there.
Stop the fuckery.
The lighting's terrible. It was like this Indian guy who had like a schoolgirl outfit laid on the bed. I'm just like, this seems off to me, So I remember like excusing myself, going into the bathroom, like texting the owner of the agency, not the agent, because the agent at the time that we had was like very like controlling and like manipulative. I learned that later. So I went above him, texted the owner of the agency directly and said, hey, like, where's the rest of the crew? They're like, oh, well, it's a POV shoot, so it's just going to be you and that person. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't feel comfortable. So I ended up lying about having like BV so I could get out of the situation because something just didn't feel right to me.
That's BV, bacterial.
That's like bacteria vaginosis. Yeah. I didn't want to get all into it, medically into it. Yeah, so I basically lied about it. And then they didn't charge me a kill fee because that agency was very quick to charge kill fees if you didn't like show up to a shoot or couldn't show up to a shoot. Like, say for example, like I remember, being so new in the business, like if I was on my menstrual cycle, I was like, oh, I'm on my cycle. They're like, oh, well, you just put a sponge in. There was always like a way of like, oh, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna go to set, right? So because they didn't charge me a kill fee for that, I was like, I think this was like low key, like some little like escort kind of thing, and then I never seen that guy ever again, ever in my life. I don't even remember what he looks like. I think I probably like blocked out the face. What company is this? What website is this? Like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, I've never seen the guy ever in my life. Never seen any, like, I mean, I guess it could be hard to tell, right? Because if it's supposed to be POV, maybe that's why you never see the face. But I don't know. Like, I think it was like a bogus shoot. And I called them out on it. And then that's when I realized I needed to go to a different agency. Being
that you are an established performer, you've been in the industry for now, over a decade?
Off and on for 12 years. Okay. I was active for the first 5. I took a 5 years hiatus, and now I've been back almost 3 years. Like, late July, early August will mark the 3rd year of me being back.
Okay. That scenario you explained you elaborated to us, that probably would never happen again, right? Because you're only going to establish...
It sure as hell ain't going to happen to me now, but also there are more regulations in place now than there were back then. So people are more protected now.
Let's talk a little bit about boundaries and how important it is to feel comfortable on set. I know you have to be transparent, especially with a lot of these younger ladies that come into this industry. And when I interview them, they say initially when they came in, they didn't know how to speak up for themselves. And then as time went on and getting more comfortable, they do. Is that the same for you?
I would say so, because I feel like, first of all, this industry found me. I didn't find it. I
can say the same.
I was recruited into this business, and I was very much a yes girl. It was kind of like you were taught that way. It's like, just like you were also like warned about certain directors or certain producers or certain people who are going to be on set. Like, oh, they might be a little flirty or they might be a little handsy. Like, just like don't pay it any mind. But now, like, I mean, of course, over time, even before my hiatus, I learned to slowly speak up for myself. And most definitely after my break, because I'm older and wiser now and I have experience, I have no problem speaking up for myself. But I also do it within reason because I know the business. Like, I'm not one of those people who goes and rants on Twitter or anything. I don't like drama. I don't like confrontation. But I do have conversations with my agent, like very like clear conversations with my agent before I show up to set. Because once I'm on set, I want everything to go smoothly. Like, I don't need us to have any conversations about the shoot. I need everything clarified before I show up. So that way, once I'm there, like, everything goes smooth, do a killer scene, like, everyone has a great day, and we're good.
Well, you're a veteran now, so they don't play with you like that. Is that fair to say?
Right, they can't test me like that, no.
Okay. How much negotiating takes place prior to performing? when it comes to, do you guys negotiate on what you're willing to do? Okay, I'll give you this, a favor for a favor. Is that take place, or is it just solely based on the money and the pay?
I let my agency handle all of the negotiations. My agency is really good about asking me about things first. Like, say for example, it happened recently, and there's well, I shouldn't really talk about it because it's upcoming and should be a secret.
Well, by the time this won't be coming out anytime soon. You won't be coming out first.
So there's a shoot I'm going to be doing this week for a company that's more taboo. And I have already shot scenes similar to that, and my fans reciprocate really well to it. I haven't shot something like that since my return, and also my agency hasn't booked me for anything like that. So they asked me first if I'm okay with it, and I say yes. But then my questions are, okay, is there any keywords that I have to be mindful of, even though I've already done a scene like this? For example, it's like a hijab scene.
Yeah.
So since you said this is probably going to come out later,
it's going to come out later. Yeah, at least.
I just have to make sure. Like I'm totally fine with wearing the whole getup. Like I said, a lot of my fans like seeing me in that. Doing scenes like that. I've even done it for my OnlyFans. But I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any lingo or keywords that were going to offend anybody or fans. And they're like, no, it's not going to be anything like that. They just want to make sure that you're comfortable with just doing that style of a scene. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Do you think sometimes that you are a little bit too over concerned with being politically correct? Is that something you battle with?
Yes and no.
Because we know this industry is messy.
Yes and no. I mean, when I came back in the summer of 2023, I learned that there's certain words we're not allowed to say anymore.
On set.
Apparently just in general. So when I go on sets with people that are veterans, they don't care. But when I go on sets with people that are maybe a newer, or the company's more strict, I have to be careful not to say certain
What do you mean by certain words?
I don't even think I should say it in this podcast.
This is the first time I've heard this. Okay, you're saying certain words are not to be used on set when you arrive?
So, for example,
First time I'm hearing this. Go ahead.
Certain pronouns or certain descriptions,
try to go PG-13 with it.
Some people don't like to be referenced as BBC, and some people do.
Why would I? If Isaiah Maxwell comes on the set, I'm not going to go, there's Mr. BBC. That's Isaiah Maxwell. He's established, he's branded himself as a performer.
But say for example in the scene, right? So back in the day, that is what they
like when Dog Fart used to use the hard ER and all that stuff? Okay, I got you.
I mean, I
thought it's ER.
What's ER stand for?
It is time to stop the fuckery.
You don't recall when Dog Fart back in the day, and they would do the interracial scenes?
We're not allowed to say that.
Oh, you can't say IR. Why? It is interracial. Interracial dating is not something that exists in 2026.
I don't know. Ask the people.
Oh, they miss me
Ask
with the Me Too. It's not that serious. It's not that serious.
So people who are veterans, who've been in since I've been in, or even been in longer before me, some of them just don't. They don't care. They don't. It's
they should.
They don't. It doesn't bother them. It's the newer people in the business that it might bother them, and I need to respect people's boundaries the same as I want to be respected as well. But we're not allowed to say that anymore.
There was a Michael Jackson vinyl playing prior to the interview starting, and we thought it was so cool, the little vinyl player that they had there, and Michael Jackson was playing, and everybody grew up listening to Michael Jackson, and you said, can we not hear that?
Okay.
You don't think, Michael Jackson still gets played on the radio, does he not?
I tell them
all across
to
the board.
lower it down.
But you grew up off of it. You didn't have the glove?
I was just telling your people,
Right.
I cried when I saw the funeral on TV. I believed he was innocent until I saw that docuseries. Now I can't listen to his music, and it sucks because he has a lot of good songs.
You don't listen to the music? So you can't separate?
I choose not
You can't segregate the two?
I mean, have you seen the docuseries?
No, I have not.
So,
But I don't want you to kill me for this, but I still listen to because I grew up off of it.
I know
I'm
people
still-
who
Michael's-
won't watch the docuseries because they,
'Cause they don't
don't
want
want
to.
to ruin the music.
But
for
you have to be
themselves.
able to, the silver lining is, okay, great entertainer in personal life. He was somebody that performed from 5 years of age. He had no childhood. He'd been performing from 5 years of age.
Yes, I understand.
It is a red flag for a grown man to want to sleep in a bed with children. Why are the parents allowing? Because it's Michael Jackson. Same thing with R. Kelly. Why is a 16-year-old girl sleeping in the bed with a grown-ass man? Because R. Kelly's paying your parents' bill. So there has to be a two-way street when it comes to accountability, right? Yes, bad things
But
occurred.
People can get blinded by the limelight,
You gotta
and
protect
then
children.
also when people are like, oof, damn,
You
I
have
didn't
to
know it's
protect
gonna
the
go in
children.
this
I'm not-
direction.
all right, go ahead.
Yes,
You-
you do need to protect the children because they're being groomed.
Yes,
so
exactly.
sometimes these children don't even know they're being
Yes.
groomed.
Yes.
So if the predator is spending years grooming this child, then they start putting the moves on him. And this is a person like they're in love with that person, you know, like so how can they say no? It's kind of like when somebody's like in love with their abuser, it's hard for them to say no or even and especially if you're a child, you don't understand.
course.
Like you feel something's not right, but how are you, like you would think like, no, I love this person. Like this person would never hurt me. And then they start having issues when they become adults with their mental health, their emotional stability, that the signs are there, you know?
The signs are
I've been
there.
through my own traumas. That's why I believe the people who were interviewed in the docuseries, because I had his back, because yes, I was a fan, and I believed that the same things you said, like, oh, you know, he just like didn't have a real childhood, so he's just like a big brother or like an uncle to these kids, you know, and he just wants to be a kid again, you know. It's totally fine to like be a big kid as an adult. But then when I saw that docuseries, and because I've had my own experience with my own traumas, that I felt like, and also I did major in psychology before I dropped out of
Oh, you did?
college, so I see the signs, and I do watch a lot of
So
documentaries
okay,
on that
I understand
kind of
that.
stuff.
I understand that.
So it just was like, I can't support the music anymore.
why
and there's so
are
many
pa-
songs that I love, and I just can't support it.
Chloe, why are the parents allowing their children to sleep in
They're
the bed?
probably being manipulated as well.
Grown adults still getting
What if
manipulated?
they're thinking like the same thing? Like Michael Jackson would never do that, right? Especially when he was like married and had kids of his own. Like you wouldn't even think twice. You think that's like a family member.
Are you familiar with Matthew Knowles?
No.
That's Beyonce's father. And he was
Okay.
the management, he was in charge of management for Destiny's Child, right?
Okay.
He was in a studio session with R. Kelly, and they say that R. Kelly was like, oh, you can let them girls stay here. And Matthew said, absolutely not.
But he was also like a pastor, was he not?
But he still
So
knew
he
not
might
to
have
let them
been
girls.
more
Why?
strict.
Yes, but
Might have
why
been
let
more
these young girls do the record and go? They don't need to stay over here. They don't need to stay overnight. Like
They might have. He might have been more strict with his kids.
he was aware of what. All right. I'm glad we got to touch on that. Chloe Amour joining us for the second time on the Bougie Show.
Man, you're gonna get people like not liking me because
They're not
Michael
gonna.
Jackson.
That has nothing to do with that. It's all right.
Okay.
Princess Emily got mad at me because I still listen to R. Kelly. I don't deal with R. Kelly
I
the person.
believe I could fly.
That's not a fuckery.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
But if I grew up off something, how you gonna tell me now? Okay, let's do it. If he did do bad. I'm not gonna get wrong. But he was also molested as a child. But I'm not justifying his actions. I am not. You're scumbag, you're scumbag. But I know how to separate the two. Good music is good music. But I understand where you're coming from. I saw you speaking with Holly Randall about how you were in a serious relationship prior to joining the adult film industry, and how your lover at the time thought he could accept it, but then started watching your content and questioning you why why y'all as a couple weren't performing the same things at home, and how you never looked him in the eye like you did.
That must have been my first ex in the industry because I've had a couple or few exes in the industry. that was within my first almost year and a half in the industry, where my ex, who actually, like, we're still friends to this day. It's interesting how my exes still want to be friends with me. But then they had issues with that whole thing. It wasn't like he's like, why don't you look at me in the eye? It was more of like, why are you doing things on camera that you don't do at home? And then there was one thing that triggered that person. And this was when I was in my 20s. It was my first year and a half in the business.
Okay, I got you.
Like less than 15 months in the business, where, you know, I didn't have a car yet in California. So there was a male performer who offered to drop me off after set. And I like forgot that I left my shoes in his car. And for that scene, we took selfies on our phones for the scene. So there was pictures of us in my phone. He thought I was cheating on him with this person because he's like, wait a minute, why do y'all have pictures together in your phone and you left your shoes in his car? And I was like, wait, we just worked together. He has a girlfriend or a wife or something, and like he said, he lived in the same area as me, so it wasn't out of the way for him to drop me off. Because back then the agency used to have like drivers that we would have to pay, because I think this was still before rideshare and all of that. Like, I don't think rideshare really blew up yet. So he was like, I can drop you off on the way because we live near each other. And I was like, okay, cool. So it was just like a mixture of that and then stuff in the porn scenes.
My question is to you, was he an older man? Was he older than you?
I mean, majority of my exes are always older
we know
than
you
me.
roll sugar daddy route. Listen, so you said this the first time around.
That ex was like 9 years older than me.
Oh, that ain't that bad. But all right. So,
But yes, I have dated up to like 40 years older than me. Yes.
40 years old.
That's the oldest.
Oh, you're a real goer.
It is time to stop the
Applauder.
fuckery.
Listen, I'm not mad at you.
Age is just a number.
Yeah, especially when they tricking off.
I'm still friends with him too.
I'm not
still
knocking
love
you.
him.
And you continue to love him, and I don't blame you. I would love him too if he was being my holiday.
He was like, my knight in shining armor.
I bet he was.
That's a whole nother story.
Did you figure out how to not self-sabotage your relationships?
I don't think I ever Well, okay, are you talking about my relationships in porn? Because prior to porn, I definitely self-sabotaged
You just mentioned
my
about
relationships.
okay. Say that again one more time.
Prior to me being in the adult industry, I definitely self-sabotaged my relationships.
When's the last time you self-sabotaged? Is that when you're done and you want to cancel that situation?
So that's a more deeper conversation. It's interesting because I was talking to one of like my best girlfriends about this.
Peers in the
prior to the industry, the self-sabotage was more because of alcohol, not necessarily.
Oh, okay. So it's not because it wasn't intentional then.
I mean, when you're under the influence, like,
that's the truth.
It's not necessarily the truth, but it's just like a dark side that, I mean, I told you earlier, like August 14th will
I was about to applaud you. That's 10 years. We applaud you.
Yeah.
Give me some motivation. Well, you got to be able to control it and manage it. It's not for everybody.
It just became like not fun anymore. But I will say, like, you also have to understand, like, I was drinking underage, and you know, I wasn't even like 21 yet. My brain wasn't even fully developed. I had insecurities, and then with the alcoholism, you know, because alcoholism runs in my family.
Yeah,
it's just like this dark side would come out of me where, like, you know, words cut like knives, and I would self-sabotage the relationships.
Something you said when you referred to your parents, how they slowed down because they got older and they can't just maintain that lifestyle of drinking, and it just wears them down.
I think
I knew that was authentic when you said it.
I think part of it was like I had some influence on it unknowingly, and then also because they were like getting older where their bodies couldn't handle it the same. So it's kind of like they either needed to limit it or completely cut it out of their lives.
I'm a hustler.
I'm
too.
and you are a hustler. I'm a grinder, and I understand what sacrifice means. And why am I saying this? It's been a while since I've been committed to a person like that, a real relationship. Probably my daughter's mother, even when I was with her at that time, which was a while back. We were college sweethearts and things of that nature. You said I want to ask you this: do you really need your boyfriend to text you good morning and good night every day still?
If we're long distance, absolutely.
If we're long, okay.
Like if he is my boyfriend and we are long distance, absolutely. This is so weird because I was literally just talking about this like while I was fucking delayed. I was talking to my other friend about this.
I'm listening.
Because she was telling me about like a relationship because she was living in Thailand and then I don't know, the guy was like in London or something, and it was like, girl, I know all about long distance relationships.
Is it real?
Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and like the communication needs to be there. The communication needs to be
Is that
there.
a real situation in the first place, though?
If it's your boyfriend, like why can't he text you every day? What's wrong with that? If y'all are just like filling each other out, then I've learned to respect people's boundaries because I'm fucking busy too. So I've grown up from that.
If I'm waking up every day and my mind is on the hustle, the muscle, keeping things going afloat, robbing Peter to pay Paul, you think I got time to be worried about, let me text her good
If
morning
she
every day?
messaged you and you didn't respond
That's
in 24
different.
hours,
No, that's different. That's
and
different.
she's your
That I
girl,
understand.
then
That I understand.
you need to fucking text her back.
No, not
That I
I'm
understand.
not
But to
expecting
do it
a
every
FaceTime
day,
or a phone call or a picture.
to do it every day. Oh, hey, are you all right? Cool. That's
That-
it. Is you all right? Okay.
If it's like, if it's boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, in a committed relationship, there's like a 24 hours rule.
No, and I understand that. You all right? Cool. Okay. That
I'm single
you're
right
saying
now.
24 hours.
I'm about me right
You're
now
never
anyway,
single.
so I don't even
You got too
care.
many
Like,
admirers
I,
to be
like,
single.
You're a player.
Bye.
You are a player. You're a P. And I applaud you. You're a player. Come on, girl.
Let's call a spade a spade. You little bougie girl.
Bougie, yes.
Oh, we know that.
Yes.
Have you dated any performers since we last spoke?
Hell no.
Okay. All right.
I will not date anybody in
No.
the industry.
Okay.
I don't
Smart
care if
woman.
you're a performer, owner, director, producer. I don't like mixing business.
Wait.
No. These performers out here, though, they be getting controlling. It's like, it's crazy. You would think, because people
Yeah,
always,
exactly. They would understand.
That's
right.
not
Right.
me.
Go ahead.
That's not me.
Who
Aren't
is
we
that?
live?
We are.
It's you.
Girl, that was you. That wasn't.
That was not me. I
That
put
was
it
you.
on Do Not Disturb.
I got mine
for a
on silent, too.
reason. Whose phone?
Piero, that's you.
Make sure my MacBook is off. No, that's Chloe. I think Chloe lying
No.
to us, y'all.
Look, Do
Okay,
Not
Chloe.
Disturb.
Okay.
Made sure.
All right. What does your phone caption say? Be yourself. What does that say?
Oh, it says be selfish. I can't even talk now because it's making me laugh. Be selfish with you. Be unavailable. Be productive. Be money motivated. Be a goal getter. Be independent. Be low key.
We can applaud that.
How does Chloe Amour deal with stalkers these days?
Man, I've been having a stalker since 2018. Still blowing up.
Is that
like,
real?
Like making fake emails, fake phone numbers, like obsessive. It's like, it's insane. I just mute or just not given to it. It's just not healthy. I don't have time for that energetically. I don't understand where that behavior comes from. But this person just like goes out of their way. Like,
Do you know this person personally?
This person, shit.
On an intimate
they
level, how
might
about that?
fucking watch this shit. I don't even want to talk about them.
You don't have to say it. Do you know him on an intimate level? Or?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay.
No, they're just mad that in December of 2018 is when I took my break.
That's a while.
So it started in 2018 where they became like very obsessive with me like non-stop.
Not knowing you, never meeting you.
No,
nothing?
no, no, no. Like
okay.
they know, like they know me.
A fan?
Yes, yes. A fan. Yes. Still to this day, like if
Let me ask you
I
something.
don't even want to show you the emails.
That's okay. You can show me off the clock. Listen, question. How come you never done Exotica?
I did that back in the day when I was in my 20s.
The reason I brought that up because I was talking with PR from this weekend, and they were telling, did you hear what happened with Violet Myers?
No, but I know it's going on in Chicago right now,
Yes,
right?
it is going on in Chicago. So I guess some guy walked, I don't know how he got past the security or whatever, walked up on her and was like, I bet your dad is proud. It's something we get comments. I can't understand. If I'm not interested in something, you're not even going to get my time of day for me to leave a comment. And her dad is passed.
Oh.
So I guess she reacted a certain kind of way. And from what I'm hearing, he had on like meta glasses and she slapped him. And they were going to lock her up, but she's there, and I heard she only did like 2 hours the first day and 1 hour the next day, and I heard she was just in distraught over the event that occurred, and I guess it was some like hardcore Christian guy. What?
So he was being spiteful, like
Exactly,
saying
just
that
being
to her.
malicious and just being, just nasty. Why are you messing with her? Why are you messing with her? Why are you messing with any performer? But I guess, I don't know. What do you think?
People just don't know how to mind their own business. I mean,
To go out your way to go to a convention, I heard he wasn't even in line. I heard he sneaked past the security, sneaked past her entourage, and said what he said to her. I don't know if I necessarily believe that because I've been at Exotica in 2022, and I was there with her when she was at the hottest level, like when it started really rising, and you weren't just gonna run up on her like that. So I don't know.
people just don't know how to mind their business. I mean, you can read comments online, the nasty comments people say about SW, aka sex workers.
I know what that means. Yes.
So I just ignore that shit.
I don't like.
Like I said, y'all don't pay my bills.
You don't pay the
Get out
bills,
my
so you
business.
Bye. I don't like to refer to you guys as sex.
But I did not know that, and I'm sorry.
I just literally
to hear
found
that.
out.
Sorry, girl. Like that's not.
yeah,
Like, I would be pissed too.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Every action doesn't deserve a reaction.
Yeah.
She probably should have.
What I will
She probably
say is,
shoulda gave a
somebody
head nod
came
and
up
tell
to me
somebody
right
to-
now, I'd be like, yeah, my daddy is proud and supportive, and what? Bye.
I'm surprised how many more performers, even this past event, they tell me that their parents are fully aware of what they're doing, and as long as they're safe and they're making money.
I made sure right before starting, I told my parents.
Oh, you did?
I wanted to make sure that they found out from me, not from other people. And, as parents do, they were making other suggestions. Because I had just did Playboy. That's how I was recruited. I did Playboy under a different name. And back then, Playboy was different. Like, you couldn't do porn in Playboy. So I had, like, 2 different names. But
What was the other name?
it was Chloe Michelle. But it was French as well. So it's like Chloe Michelle.
So this French thing, because even when I was like me and more, you was like, that's Spanish.
Yeah.
It's the French. I was just messing with you.
Make sure you spell it right. But no, I just said, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. Even if they made other suggestions about the direction they wanted my career to go in terms of modeling, I said, no, I'm gonna go this way. And they were like, okay, we still love you. Like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyways. And how you said, as long as I'm safe, like as long as I'm happy, like. I support myself, like, I make more money than I thought I needed a college degree for. So I make more money than both my parents combined. So, I'm doing great.
You're doing great.
Thankfully.
Yes, we can.
You God.
You're supposed to take it further than Nathan. When you're not necessarily, let's talk about Chloe Amour, the performer. When you're not necessarily attracted to the male performer, do you use lubricant to get the job done, or do you tap into your imagination, or do you focus on a certain part of the body? Or you just be Chloe Amour, like I'm Chloe, I gotta perform.
I'm just Chloe Moore. I like spit, I prefer silicone lube. If the performer wants to use lube, then cool. But it's just like, I don't know. I just do my thing. Like, I'm Chloe Moore.
You are Chloe. Moore. Okay.
It's like I'm. Like
Does it happen
As
often?
soon as I walk on set, like I am Chloe Moore.
Does it happen often?
Like, what do you mean?
When you're not necessarily attracted, you just have to use lube. Do you use
It
lube
doesn't
or-
matter how physically attractive this person is or how famous this person is. Like I said, I never go into it where I'm gonna have this approach of like, ooh, I wanna fuck him, like, you know, like I wanna date him, like, cause I'm very professional and I like separate that. And a lot of the times, like, these guys like are in relationships, like how I said before, like they have girlfriends, they have wives, you know, maybe they have a swinger lifestyle, whatever suits them, and I respect that. And so I'm just very professional on set. Like, you know, we're both there to like perform. As long as you're gonna perform at a high level and I'm gonna perform at a high level, then we're gonna like fucking make some fire content. And then, you know, if we vibe, then you end up kind of becoming friends afterwards. And it sounds weird, but it's like you're fucking your friends.
Is there a significant difference between recreational intimacy and intimacy as the performer?
I mean, oddly enough, like I'm actually, because I'm single right now, like I'm actually celibate in my personal life right now because I'm focusing on me.
So early morning sex is totally different than you going on set or collaborating with the performer.
Absolutely, because like early morning sex is like, you don't have no makeup on. Like I'm trying to tell him like I want to go brush my teeth. Where it's like no, I like
Let
you.
me slide.
I like you
I
just
got you.
like
Applaud
the
her.
way you are. I don't want to taste mint. I want to taste you. I'm like okay.
Okay. You can tell you deal with sugar daddies. Only a sugar daddy will talk like that.
No, this is like a French guy. They're nasty.
Oh, they are nasty.
In a good way, though.
So are the women, from what I see. I don't know from personal hand, but experience. But Chloe is in the building.
In a good way.
Okay. Do you have a go-to move on camera these days?
I mean, well, give me an example. Like, I'm really good at dirty talk, eye contact.
You are.
I'm sloppy blowjobs.
I only see your Twitter. I've never pulled you up on the hub. Not like that. I don't sit there and
I think my like go-to line is, I like get turned on seeing how hard you get for me, which is true. You know, because I say that to my fans all the time, like especially when I do my customs. You know, because I'm doing it like from a POV
You talking about
perspective.
a rating?
Whatever,
rating there?
custom
Okay,
video, rating, even in the scene, like, I just, like, you know, I like a hard cock. If I pull the pants down, your cock needs to be
I was about to
hard.
ask you that. When
If it's soft, I'm like, meh.
So does that not make you say, okay, well, we need to figure this out?
I think because I'm so spoiled, like, in being important, like, I expect a hard cock even in my, like, personal life. Like, what the fuck? You're trying to f me, right? Like, get it hard.
Wait,
Like,
so,
I'll still blow you, but, like, come on. Like, don't you have a boner
so your
already?
go-to move, I meant in the physical form, not the verbal form. Like, physically, what's your go-to move?
What? I guess I mentioned, like, sloppy blowjobs.
Oh, no, you didn't say that. Okay, so
I said
you said that in the first interview.
But I said that right now, too.
You did. What else?
What? Like, ass worship? Dog.
When penetration is occurring, do you have a go-to move? How about that? Is that
I'm very flexible.
flexible, like legs behind your head?
Probably.
Okay. Do you do yoga?
Yes, I love yoga.
Does that help you when you or like do you do that prior to performing? Does that help you enhance your skills a
Not
little bit?
necessarily, but yeah, I mean, I do need to stretch. I'm not like, oh my god, I need to like stretch right before, but yeah, like just stretch on the daily.
How does one get their butthole reconstructed?
God.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
Ooh, there's so much prep that goes into it, and like I am so tired after anal scenes, especially because it's anal. So much prep goes into this. Like, it's like you can't eat past a certain time. You have to do like multiple enemas. And then if I am gonna like snack on set during the day, I have to restrict certain foods, certain drinks, like beverage, like whether it's like don't drink coffee. I'm not saying that I have
Coffee
it.
because it gives you bubble guts?
I mean, coffee helps people go to the bathroom, so you don't want to drink coffee.
So it gives you bubble guts.
And then there's definitely like I'm already coming undone. There's
Nobody's seen
definitely
that, go ahead.
like anal prep with like anal trainers, right? So I have my whole set, and I use silicone lube, and you know, you start with like a medium size and you go bigger and bigger and bigger. So depending on like how big the guy is,
Got you.
is how. So say for example, if I'm working with dread, like I'm gonna prep with dread's dildo.
Got
He
you.
gifted it to me.
And
so when I
a performer
work with
yesterday
him,
told me that
I
he
make
gifted.
sure to bring that with me.
Because it's
to
literally
prep
the
with.
exact same size.
Actually, he told me the was bigger than him. That's what he says.
Okay.
I still make sure I can get it as far as I can, and you
We're
know,
gonna get to the anal. Hold on. Was Rob Piper really your first BBC on and off camera?
yes.
Okay.
And I love him. He's amazing.
When it's off camera, I've interviewed him in the past. When it's off camera, you love him as a performer?
I love him as a performer,
Okay.
person.
How did it occur off camera?
Well, shit, that was so long ago.
Okay.
Like, I say this all the time. I was like, baby Chloe. I don't even know if I'm allowed
Baby
to say this on the
Chloe.
podcast,
Okay,
but like,
gotcha.
I was just like only
Okay.
like 22 or 23.
Well, you still
Like,
legal.
if you look at the photos, like, I was like I've always been petite, but I was like a size 0. You know, everyone says I look the same.
Okay. So it was just a timing thing.
But it's just like, you know, like, that was like my first BBC ever in my entire life.
yeah.
There's so many firsts on camera, and
So the
people are always
first time
surprised about that. I had never done a job till porn. I had never, you know, had a BBC till porn. I had never done anal till porn. I had never done DP till porn. I had never done golden shower till porn. Like, I never done bondage till porn. So there's a lot of firsts. But I think it's just because it's a safe environment, and I'm working with professionals who know what they're doing, that I'm just like, I feel comfortable to do it.
So
Versus like in real life, I'm like, is this guy even gonna be good at sex? Like,
you mean a civilian?
yeah. And I do date civilians.
Do
but
civilians
not-
get do you find that most civilians get intimidated by knowing who you are?
Yes.
Can you do? But when you're dealing with a civilian, you're not being Chloe Amour when you're dealing with them. When it comes to a level
Right.
of intimacy, you're just being whatever your government name is, right?
Well, I mean, I am like Chloe is
But Chloe
my
is
real
the alter
name.
ego. Okay,
Chloe
but not
is
the last
part
name.
of my
Okay,
real name,
got you,
yeah.
got you. So, but when you're being intimate, for instance, early morning sessions, you're not performing as Chloe Amour, right? You're just being Chloe. You're just being the.
I mean, if I can just like lay on my back in the morning, I will do that.
Okay, you'll go that
I'm
route.
not gonna
Okay,
do
we'll-
cowgirls and
we'll-
shit like at 6 a.m.
I saw on your Twitter that you recently filmed a scene with with Rob and Richard Mann, another
That shit
well-endowed
won.
performer.
Thank you, XBiz, for giving me the.
Oh, you want an award for that?
Yes.
Well, you put in
For
work
my
because
double
two
A.
jocks at the same time entering your back door. That booty hole was wide open. I respect it as a performer and the sacrifice you made on your body. When you washed yourself and you had to use the bathroom for the first time, was there some type of soreness and pain that occurred?
I think
Because
by that point, doing the DAP, like I was already so experienced with
double anal
anal
penetration.
that
Okay, gotcha,
it was like I was ready.
you was ready.
If you would have asked me that prior to my hiatus, I'd have been like, oh, like I probably would have been scared.
How do you fit two in there, Chloe?
Ask the guys. I don't know. I
When
mean,
you
I
use the
prep.
bath- and-
I'm
and
a
I-
good gaper. My fans love it. I always give credit to Adriano because that's how I learned how to
Mike?
gape.
Okay.
Yeah, and
gotcha,
he's
gotcha,
one of
gotcha.
my friends as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I always give credit to him. And then coming back into the industry, you know, I'm so grateful to Johnny Darko.
Uh-huh.
He said he always wanted to hire me. The reason for not hiring me, that's a whole different story because of the agency I was with prior to my hiatus. But I'm so grateful to him, you know, because, you know, he had booked me for quite a bit of work, I think, to make up for lost time. And then he was the one who gave me my first showcase. And, you know, he was the one. whenever-
Showcase meaning like DVD cover?
Like your first show, like a showcase means that it's all about that one model,
Okay,
right?
gotcha.
Like, so my showcase was a Gonzo showcase. It was if we're gonna say BBC
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you've been saying
Yeah,
it,
go ahead. It's
like
okay.
an all
It's okay.
BBC showcase. So it had my first Bang Bang, my first DAP, and then it had BBC Airtight, and it also had BBC Anal Tag Team with one of the legends, who I lost to at AVN, but it's okay. I still love you guys. You know, I'm okay with that. But that's why I'm grateful to XBiz, because XBiz did give me an award for having to stretch my asshole out.
That was a hell of a sacrifice. I got to give you that.
But
yeah.
Darko gave me guidance, right? Because he knew that Rob Piper and Richard Mann work well together to do a DAP. And I already work well with Rob Piper, and I had already worked with Rob and Richard Mann to do like DPs. So then when it came to the DAP, it was like, you know, whenever directors believe in me to do something, right, I'm just like, okay, I trust them, and we do it.
Would you do that type of scene again?
Absolutely. I'm honestly like ready to do triple anal. But I think the dicks need to be smaller.
We got a bona fide freak.
I think so also. Pure fuckery.
Shit.
I read in an article that you enjoy GBs because you get tossed around. Is there truth to that?
Like I enjoy DPs and airtights.
GBs.
GBs, oh, bang.
Yeah.
I just like, you know, being the only female.
The attention. I was told that
It's
every
like
woman
all about
fantasizes
me,
about
you
it's
know,
all the
the
attention. I get it.
guys is like concentrated on me, so I'm ready to push the limit, right? So my first wing included 5 guys, so it's like I'm totally ready to push the limit to add more guys. And there will be a point in time where I will start adding those types of scenes to my own content, but right now I'm only doing it for production companies.
When I interviewed Princess Emily, our last event, and she's a rising performer, it was revealed to me that performers get massages and schedule visits to chiropractors.
Yes.
She said, especially when she was like 105 performing with somebody that might be like 250. Is that something you've implemented into your
Yes.
as being a performer?
Especially when I lived in LA.
Uh-huh.
My one and only chiropractor is in LA. I have not had any
Anybody else?
chiropractors
Okay.
touch me in any other city, state. But yes, I have to get treatments. I get sports massages. I don't just get, a little light touch massage. Like, no, like I get deep in there, keep deep tissue. Like, yes, we do have to stretch. Like, we are considered athletes. Like,
It's correct.
other
It's a
people want
sacrifice on the
to
body.
laugh at that or not. I mean,
No,
at the end of
no,
the
it's
fucking
real.
Day, like,
Especially for the woman.
if you're working a lot, like your body is sore. Even with modeling in general, like this is what my chiropractor tells me. Like, you know, standing in heels, the posture, you know, having to like arch your back, like arching your back for the photos or even for the video, like it fucks with your back. It fucks with your whole body, your hips, your knees, your feet. Like, so yeah, you do have to have that self-care. And we fucking spend a lot of money on that shit. But yeah, you get sore. That's why you got to take like Epsom salt baths too. There's a lot that goes into it, but you know, we make it look easy, but you know, you do get tired. I mean, even male performers, you know, they got to keep up with staying fit.
Yeah.
And that's how you know who's gonna last longer, right? Like if you're just like partying all the time, you're not gonna be fresh on set. Like, no offense to anybody. But
No,
it's
I
just,
understand
like,
what you're saying.
That's
The
what
performer
separates
required.
veterans
It's
and
an athlete,
legends
professional
from
athlete,
people
yeah.
that just don't really last.
Your most embarrassing moment while filming?
It used to be, but like I used to get embarrassed from queefs.
Queefs?
Did we talk about that before?
No, I don't recall. Queefs?
Yeah.
Like
you know what
passing
that
gas?
is?
That passing, like queefing? Like air fart? Is that cootie fart? Like from the front?
It's not a fart. I don't like
But that's from
calling
the.
it a fart.
It's from the. It comes from the.
Yeah, it's like when air
kitty
comes
cat
out of
area.
your
Okay.
vajayjay.
Oh, you hear that a lot with the performers. Okay.
Especially like if
What
you're a
causes it?
doggy. Because air gets in there.
Oh, okay,
and
so
then
it's
the
air.
air needs to go out.
But that's not a bad hygiene situation. That's just natural human.
I used to get embarrassed with it, you know. And now when it happens, I'm just like, hey, it's gonna happen, you know. Because like if I'm in like a pile driver or a doggy, you know, or my face is being smashed into the whatever I'm on, and a huge is going in my vajayjay, it's like it's stretched it open and the air is like going in there. So then when it comes out, it's like.
Talk to me about work ethic, and how impactful it could affect your career as an adult performer.
I mean, I feel like I have a pretty strong work ethic. I learned that from my mother. You know, she's a single mom. She had to bust her ass. She still busts her ass to this day. I love her so much. I talked to her about this recently too. But I also have to learn to take breaks to avoid burnouts. It's very easy to get burned out. Because you know how you're asking me about Exoticas, like, I don't go to like the conventions all over anymore. Like I just stick with like the West Coast ones because like I don't know if it's because I've gotten older or maybe because I've, you know, kind of put myself in a bubble during my hiatus. I don't know what, but like my immunity is like different. Like I end up getting kind of like under the weather when I do these conventions and these expos, and I don't even drink anymore, and I'm like, what the fuck, why am I getting sick? So I'm not gonna stress myself to have to fly to the Midwest or the East Coast or wherever the other conventions are, because that's a pastime for me. Like I've already done them before, and so I'm just gonna stick to the West Coast ones.
At this point of your career, what about your sex game needs enhancing the most? Or you think you got it down?
Are you talking about on camera or
on
off
camera? On camera.
Does it need enhancing?
That's what I said. Does it? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got our answer. February 23rd, adult performer The Lat Barbie tweeted, quote, if I have any advice to girls, unless you plan to do mainstream corn to the max, stay away from collabs. What do you think she meant by that?
Wait, can you repeat that?
I will repeat that verbatim. Quote, if I have any advice to girls, unless you plan to do mainstream corn to the max, stay away from collabs. End quote. What do you think she meant by that? Does it even make sense?
Maybe be careful. Because, I think there's been models on Twitter who've stated this. And even me coming back into the business, like, this whole collab thing, like, sometimes Joe Schmo with a camera thinks he wants to be a performer, and because the girl does porn or whatever, they think, like, she's just gonna fuck anybody and everybody. Right. And every person is different. So for me, like, I need references. Like, I like, you have like a portfolio. I mean, it sounds funny, right? But like, it's like, what do you have to show for yourself? Just because you're sending me an email or a DM or whatever, like, I'm not gonna waste my time because you're not like, even like if someone's gonna offer me a check, like, I'm still not gonna waste my time. Like, that company isn't really legitimate. It
has to make sense.
Or, yeah. So maybe she just means like, be careful.
Have any performers gotten placed on your no list based off another performer's review of their experience collaborating with them?
Probably just to be cautious. I think that's more of collaborators, not necessarily mainstream performers. Yeah, where there was probably some sort of like violence that occurred. So I have to just be like, oh, okay, if that person reaches out to me, then if a bunch of models aren't saying good things about them, then I should protect myself and not collaborate with them.
What does it require for Chloe Amour to reach the promised land of climax?
I mean, I'm very into like clit stimulation.
Could you date a man that doesn't perform oral?
Yes. Yeah, I don't need it.
What do you think that the men that subscribe to your content enjoy the most about you at this stage of your career?
Probably that I'm just like getting more and more extreme, I guess.
Oh, you found that as you've gotten older and got more experience, you get more extreme. Is it because you've done everything under the sun, now you need to find something new to challenge yourself?
You know, I've always had like anal fans, right? So then it's like once you do anal, they're like begging for like things and like DAP because I had already done DPs and did the airtight. So it's like then they're like, okay, like, but something I will not do is double badge. Like, I'm not interested.
But you do
in
double
that.
back door. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I guess there's a significant
There's
difference for
no
you.
double badge, no.
You still smoke weed? I know you practice yoga.
I haven't been smoking weed lately, but I do it from time to time. Yeah. I call it California sober.
Got you. Your response to people that say sex workers don't do real work?
But come put
Come
yourself
try it
in
out
my
for
shoes.
yourself. Okay.
Come on the set with us. How about you spend a day with us and see if you
Walk
can
it
do
before
or
you
not.
talk it?
And
Is that fair?
also release it on the internet and see if you can handle the scrutiny.
Walk it before you talk it.
Walk it before you talk it, yeah, because it is real fucking work.
Oh, yeah.
And not a lot of people can handle it. That's why a lot of
yeah.
people come into this business
And don't.
not really realizing what they're
they're-
getting into. And then they just don't stay because they don't like it.
What does Chloe Amour do with her money?
I've learned to start being more of a person who saves and invests. Yeah. have to.
Invest in what, stocks, crypto?
Nah, I'm not really like
Me neither.
a huge crypto person, but I invest in like, different assets.
Okay.
Yeah, different businesses
How do
and
you?
myself.
Okay. We know you're gonna do that. How do people react to you when you're recognized out in public these days?
So I live in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So it happens when I shit. I'm still a little under the weather right now. I'm kind of getting over
It's all
it.
good.
It happens a lot at day clubs, and my friends will like freak out because they're like, "Yeah, are they bothering you? Are they bothering you? Like, who are they?" And I was like, no, like, they know who I am. And all they want is just to say hi and like take a photo. Or it'll happen at airports, casinos, restaurants. I'm just always very polite. As long as they're respectful, I'm polite. Like if they want a photo, like I'm okay with that. They want a little video or something. I'm like, well, let me see it, make sure I look okay, But as long as they're respectful, like I'm willing to take some time to go ahead and chat with them or take a photo or whatever.
What's the go-to meal these days after a shoot?
I'm trying to eat healthier.
Okay. So you
But
don't
it
have a
used
one
to
day-
be like carbs, like especially
Okay.
like after anal,
pasta and
I
stuff?
couldn't wait
Gotcha.
to have
to eat.
carbs. Or like, yeah. But now I'm just kind of like, oh, I should probably have like a salad.
When do you feel most free?
When do I feel most free? When I go to raves.
Okay. I understand.
Are you
that.
talking about sexually free? Or
No,
like,
just free in life.
general?
Free when you
When I go to raves. So talking about like Miami Music Week, like it was so epic because I'm so into like electronic music, house music. Like I love it. I'm very connected with like nature and stuff, and there's very a lot of Latin influence there. So I just feel like I'm with my peoples, and I just feel free. Are you going to the bathroom now? He gave me shit the first time he interviewed me about being the first model. He going to the bathroom, and now he's going to the bathroom. So that makes me want to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna just drink more water. I don't know if you're taking photos or videos. Note to editor, I'm sure it's gonna get cut out. Now he's gonna make me want to go to the bathroom. Should I go? I'll hold it. Oh, I thought you were gonna go like all the way across the house. Okay.
Y'all forgive me, please. I was drinking tequila. I am back. It's funny
thought
how
that
history
was
repeats
wine.
itself. Well,
Karma.
it is karma, and I was talking shit to her prior to doing the interview. Make sure you use the bathroom, and look what happened to me. So I'm going to be humble. And
also, the first time you interviewed me, you're like, I have never had
I try so hard. I'm over here
I'll
wiggling
do the bathroom.
I'm wiggling my joint to the left, to the right to try to make it stop. Forgive me, Chloe, please. Audience, y'all forgive me.
fine.
Listen, it is 1:36 in the morning Pacific time, so you know what it is. Chloe Amour joining us for the second time. The mantra slogan you live by.
Trust the universe.
Okay.
That was like the first thing that comes to mind. I'm a very spiritual person.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's why I was like, I'm free when I'm in like Miami Music Week. I'm vibing.
Raved out.
Like,
And you're
with
doing
the
it sober?
people.
No, nothing?
I mean, I have like edibles. I microdose.
But the weed doesn't make you like calm, like slow down, like no.
No, because I'm not like
Yeah.
taking bong rips or anything. Like, I don't have like the vape on me. I'll just have a couple edibles and I microdose with shrooms.
I can't believe I had to use the bathroom. I've almost 150 interviews. I've never had to get up and use the bathroom. And it happens with Chloe of all people. I tried so hard. My ego had to swallow that. Has your end goal changed since the last time we spoken?
I still have goals that I want to reach, right? So pushing the limits, bigger bangs. Let's try triple anal. Let's do more golden showers. I want to get back into like pegging and doing like doming stuff.
I've interviewed 2 people today that do that on the regular. You've done that yourself. Could you? I don't know if I asked you this before.
I did. It was Femdom Empire.
Women or men?
I'm pegging guys.
But women get pegged too.
From what I was told from
Well, I've only pegged a girl in the ass once. I've pegged more guys in the ass back in the day. So I would
Just
like to
looking
get
at
back
you would
into
never
doing
think that.
that.
You're so soft-spoken and
think that you get down like that.
you never judge the book by the cover. It is time to...
All systems ready. Let's go.
It's time to nip it in the bud
3,
on The Bougie Show.
It is time to nip it in the bud. What about the adult film industry does Chloe Amour feels needs to be nipped in the bud?
Can you give me an example?
So, for instance, like I heard Brazzers has a human resource department now. Like for me, I feel like across the board, if the adult film industry had like pre-screening, doing background checks, things of that nature, it could be a lot more cleaned up and polished and be respected by other industries with a little bit more organization, right? That's something I feel like needs to be nipped in the bud. What do you feel like needs to be in the bud, being that you've been 12, 13 years in?
So what you're saying, like
What
you
needs to
think
be corrected? What needs to be
every
fixed?
performer needs to have a criminal
No, I'm
background
saying
check?
yeah, for me, because there was
Well, I
a...
got a DUI on my record.
But that doesn't put you at risk of being around other, that doesn't put other performers at risk. For instance, there was a male performer, been in the industry for about 3 years, and he kept hounding us about coming on. So I said, I'm gonna bring you on. Come to find out, he was a Hussey client. Hussey dropped him and said, we're gonna now start requiring background checks. He had a rape charge. He went to prison. He was convicted for it.
shit.
Out of Vegas at that.
I don't think I've worked with this person.
Right, you did not.
Are you gonna say the name?
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not giving that kind of attention
Why
to
do
that
I
person.
feel like I've heard this story?
So you probably
Wait,
have
was it an agent or a performer?
a performer.
Because they had an agent that, like, they had to let go.
But I know you don't like to touch too much
Also-
into the politics, so I'm not going to go into that. But what I'm saying is, had there been, you're around the women make this industry go. You have to protect the jewels. You have to protect the product. You can't just have anybody shouldn't just be able to get in, because such and such referred them. No, who are you? What are you about? What have you done in your past life? There needs to be, because this is real. And you're
Right.
dealing with predators. You're dealing with some people. Not every industry has bad people and good people, but I'm just saying, we know what's at stake here.
So
know what I'm saying?
I'm not opposed to the criminal background checks. I'm not opposed.
If you're a drug dealer, that doesn't mean you're going to be a bad performer. You're going to harm women. But if you've been if you've been convicted for rape, that's a different ballgame when you're now trying to be
Right.
something that involves intimacy and sex work, right? So
Right.
you shouldn't
Yeah.
be allowed in the industry.
I think because the industry has changed so much with like OnlyFans and things like that, and there's collaborators, so now like there's even like more people. Like it was already oversaturated, but now there's like even more people, and like everybody thinks that they're like a porn star. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you?
I'm
What does
not
Chloe
I'm
Amour
not
feel like?
opposed to
But
it.
what do you feel like needs to be nipped in the bud? It could be anything from how performers act on set, the compensation to pay. Like I've had Jasmine Sherney, she said to me the last event, we need to get more residuals as a performer. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. Like, what do you feel? Would you like to see be nipped in the bud, like a change or a correction?
Shit, yeah. I mean, if you want to give me residuals, I'll take them.
I bet you would. I bet you.
But I already knew, like, back
So there's
in
nothing-
the day, they tell you you're going to get a day rate and you're signing this contract and we're allowed to put this wherever we want to put it.
All right.
But,
so
I
you
mean,
don't have anything
shit,
in
like, if you want to
particular?
give me residuals, I'll
Okay,
take
so
them.
there's nothing out the top of your dome that you say, all right, this needs to be nipped in the bud. Needs to
What
be
you're
fixed.
saying is
Okay.
I
So you agree with that? Okay.
I agree with that, and I agree with the other thing, too.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, my record's not clean.
Yes, but again, I'd rather I heard somebody say I'd rather deal with a murderer than a person that's been convicted of thief or theft. Because a murder you can be convicted of murder, but what happened to it? If somebody brings harm to my daughter, and in my mind it's like, okay, I wasn't there to help her, but the only way I can go to sleep at night is if I take your L-I-F-E.
Shit, yeah, I mean, I guess I would
so
want to
you
know
see
someone's
that-
a fucking thief.
Right.
Like,
So you understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
Murder
yeah,
can
so
murder
go
can
ahead.
occur in many kind of ways. That doesn't mean
doing
you're a
it.
bad person.
I'm not shooting with a murderer either. I'm not gonna live in a murder house. Like, I mean, I like scary shit, but I'm not living in a murder house. I don't want to work with a murderer.
Okay,
like,
I'm not going that deep. All right, time to start moment. Chloe, stop the fucker. All right, we're gonna start. We're gonna start
I love
moment.
true crime.
I bet I met him. Do you know that most women that watch most people that watch Jeffrey Dahmer on Netflix, the movie,
The show?
were majority women. Women
Yeah,
are obsessed with true
I've
crime.
always been very fascinated with serial killers.
Most women are.
It's Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Most women are, not Chloe.
Epstein,
Most women.
The freaking, what was his name? He
She
was
hears what she
LA.
wants to hear.
Ramirez. Yeah.
Okay. Time to start moment of truth. This is not your first rodeo. I'm going to state certain things. If what I state is true, you say true.
I
If
like
it's false, you
asphyxia.
say false and elaborate on why it's false. And if it's something you choose not to answer, you say pass.
I like asphyxia.
You like it? Your visits to the gynecologist hit different these days.
No.
Still the same? Okay.
They always know what I do.
Okay.
I'm very transparent.
You still practice Kegel exercises. That was false, by the way.
Here and there.
How do you keep everything tuned down?
Not doing double vag.
Okay.
Shit.
You've been turned down by a man before.
For sex?
No, in general. Whether it's to go on a date or anything. Just interest-wise. No. Okay, you have to think about it how long you have.
I don't think so.
Most of the time you want to go
I'm also not a forward person. Normally they
Most
ask
women.
me.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't ask them.
Most of the time you want to go home and sleep after a shoot.
If it's anal, yeah. I want to eat and I want to go to sleep. And I want to shower. I shower on set, and so that relaxes me. And then sometimes they feed me, or I gotta go, go eat wherever I'm staying at.
Over the
And
years,
I want to lay down.
over the years, you've become selective when it comes to swallowing.
Yes.
Okay, so that's true. Since the last time we spoke, you've had a male talent ignore your double tap.
No.
Okay, so that's false. Zero tolerance for a man that cannot gather an erection on set.
Like,
We spoke a little bit about it. Once I pull them briefs down, the boxes down, I expect to see some blood pumping.
a turn off for me.
Okay. The worst pipe you got came from a male performer and not a civilian.
It was a civilian for sure. Back in the day before.
Okay.
Oh, even.
Yeah,
even
I got you.
after.
Yeah, man, that's 40 years older than you, I bet.
It's no.
Okay, I was just talking shit.
The guy who was 40 years
Yeah,
older
yeah.
than me, who I was with for like 5 years, I had to tell him, like, babe, when are you gonna, like, because I need to go to bed.
He probably
We would
was
have sex
using,
for hours.
Yeah, he was probably using
He was a person who would edge. So he would have multiple orgasms. And he also was a pleaser. So he would always want to please me. And as soon as I orgasm, like, I'm very sensitive, so.
Do you think that came from the fact that he knows that you deal with male
Not all
performers?
young guys know how to fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a
Yeah,
myth.
Jack Rabbit. Cherry talked about that. But do you
Jack
think that?
Rabbit, yeah.
Do you think that
when you're dealing with the civilian man that you're dating, and the fact that he knows that you're dealing with male performers and that's their job solely to perform, he wants to, for the male ego, feel like, well, let me feel like I'm putting in work myself. Do you think that there's a challenge that's created within the mind state of that man?
You know, if I'm dating a civilian and he's trying to do some star moves and he don't know what the fuck he's doing, I'm
gonna turn
already
you off?
turned off,
Okay,
because
gotcha.
it's like, I'm not at work right now.
Gotcha.
You
Gotcha.
know,
No, what's understood don't gotta be said. Yeah.
I'm with a civilian and like, it's just like, I already feel like I want to fuck them before. It's like your eye fucking.
Yep.
I kind of know they're going to be good.
Gotcha.
Like they know what to do.
You've grown an appreciation for a sexual act that you didn't necessarily enjoy the earlier stages of your career.
I mean, obviously, I've earned some sort of like anal queen title here, so I appreciate anal more, but I don't do it in my personal life. The last time I did it in my personal life was like in 2021.
Oh, okay. You couldn't date a man that desires for you to peg his booty.
I could.
Okay.
I would probably enjoy it
If they ask for it all the time or just periodically.
periodically,
Okay.
because like it's a workout. There's thrusting. Now I know how guys feel. It's like, damn. that's a
I would
workout.
never identify with that. I don't know.
I don't judge a guy if he wants to get pegged, because then I feel like I'm powerful and I'm in charge.
Chloe, you've gotten burned as a performer.
What does that mean?
Chlamydia,
No.
Gonorrhea.
No.
Oh, you that good? Usually they say yeah.
you usually look bummy when going to the grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, I'm normally like homeless chic. I don't wear makeup. You know, if my hair's not done, like I am ethnic, so I do have kinky hair, and like I'll throw it in a bun, and I don't really care.
You actually don't look bad without makeup. You actually still look.
Thank you.
still
Oh yeah,
look
because
good.
you saw
that's
me
usually
when I
not the,
walked
that's
in
usually
from
not the
the
case with a
airport.
lot of them. It's like night and day, but you weren't that far off.
But I will totally wear sweats like all year round.
Yeah, I'm just talking about even face wise though. You wasn't that far off. Like it wasn't. You're still a pretty girl.
And then because I'm not wearing makeup, I'll put glasses on to hide my face just in case, so people don't like hopefully not recognize me while I'm just trying to like grocery shop. But I don't really grocery shop alone.
Who you with?
I don't know, like friends. Because I order groceries a lot.
That's crazy.
Everything's delivered.
You are innocent off camera.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the ones you have to be careful with. I am
I
a
bet.
Gemini. Don't you
bet.
remember that?
Jesus Christ. I'm a Scorpio. I'm not a
Best,
Gemini.
best sign in the
Geminis are
zodiac.
dangerous. I stay away from them. If a woman is silent throughout intimacy, there's a problem.
If the woman is what?
Silent throughout intimacy,
What
there's
is-
a problem.
What does that mean?
If a woman is silent during sex, there's a problem.
Solid.
Silent.
Silent?
Yes. Throughout intimacy, there's a problem. No.
What? Like she's not breathing?
She's not engaging. There's no moaning. There's no talking. There's no nothing. There's just
She's
Silence.
laying there like a corpse?
I guess.
Well,
To me, they could be biting their lip
Isn't
like some
that
people.
how Asian, like in the Asian
I have no idea.
culture, aren't
You're
they
the
supposed to lay
professional
there and
performer.
just
You're
be like,
supposed to be
"Oh,
able to tell
yeah.
me and not me
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah.
You should be able to tell me, not me telling you.
I mean, I'm not loud in my personal life.
You're not. Okay.
I don't always like talk through the entire thing in my personal life because I'm not working. But I mean, I might moan and breathe heavy. But I'm not like talking through the whole thing. That's like, so like in porn, right? Like you got to make it like entertaining and interesting, so you talk. Before that, before I got into doing porn, I didn't talk. Like I didn't, cause I also didn't watch porn either. I watched like Cinemax or whatever. So yeah, in my personal life, like I don't always like talk through the entire time that we're having sex. Like, but in porn I do.
Jealousy is real in the adult entertainment field.
Yes. jealous. That's why I don't date male performers.
But women are jealous amongst each other also. Sure.
And
probably males too.
You know what? I think jealousy is like a natural human reaction, and it's just more about being aware of it and how you respond to it.
Correct. Great answer.
So
Great response. You sometimes think to yourself, I wonder how it's all going to play out.
in terms
Of your career as Chloe Amour.
I feel like my career is going really well, and I'm the boss of my career.
Okay.
So
What does Chloe Amour say to the young man, the young woman that is contemplating on joining the adult film industry?
I always say do your research, because I didn't do any research, and I just kind of like learn as I went, like learn by experience, you know. So do your research, you know, because it doesn't matter if you do only one scene. It doesn't matter if you try to scrub the internet. It will be on the internet forever. You will have to, like, if you plan to have children one day, like, they might find out, and you have to be prepared to have those conversations, you know. Do your research. But for me, like, you know, I have such a free spirit, and I just really didn't care. It literally, in my mind, I was like, well, I'm already naked on the internet. There's not really much of a big difference of having sex on camera. You know, I'm tired of fucking losers for free. I might as well have some good sex and get paid for it, right? I always refer back to the Drake song. Shouldn't have to fuck for free. I mean, I love Drake too, so yeah. But do your research.
We were jamming that yesterday.
Do your research.
All right. This is part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed all of this with the one and only Chloe Amour. Is there anything rare about yourself these days that you want to share with the world?
Gosh, I need to start like writing shit down whenever people ask me questions. Fuck. I mean, I'm a shy person. A lot of people don't know that about me. I'm actually really shy in real life.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. And innocent.
And it's a lot.
And innocent.
A little bit. A little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Chloe Amour, a real Hall of Fame performer. I hope you guys enjoyed her. This is the second time around. You see how she got down. I actually like this one better than the first one.
Because now we've built a rapport with each other.
Yes, even though you've been on my ass the last 48 hours. Again, I have to say that. Nonstop. Thank you, honey. Great interview. We're gonna do some pictures and do some B-roll. I know how you get down.
Shit, he's putting me to work. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, you gonna work.
I will go to the bathroom then before.
Yes, you will. Yes, I have to. Chloe, we are checking out. It's the Bougie Show. Chloe Amour up in this hole. Yay!
It's the Bougie Show with Zay the DJ.
And the bougie bitch.
She is the bougie. She's the BB. She is the BB. By far, you might be the bougiest I've interviewed.
And that's okay.
Okay.